Hello and welcome this morning. Today's topic will be about being soft towards wrath, which is what God said for us to do. So I will be speaking about that. But first, I have to say hello today. Hi, I'm here. And all of those who are out there who are here today, I want you to give thanks to God. Give thanks to the Most High God because we are here today. Thank Him because He has ordained it to be that way. If you are here today, you have been ordained to be here because He chose you. He called you and you answered the call. You answered the call. Now, the next step is for any and everybody out there, including myself, to pick up and take heed quickly to what it is that the Spirit is trying to tell you. You understand? On today, don't let nobody cause your day to be anything other than with God. Because again, being soft towards wrath, in the end of that, God says that He will deal with the end. And the end times are here. But it doesn't have to be with the children of God because they know what their beginnings are. You know what your beginnings are. If you are a child of the Most High God, if you are a child of the Most High God, you know what your beginnings are. So let's start again today. Start again today because today you are needed. You child of the Most High God, you. God is a mighty God. He can do do-overs. He can do do-overs and He is in the business of doing over His children in today. So He has ordained you child of God. He has ordained you, precious one. He has ordained you, nobody else, you to be in this place today. So give thanks to the Lord our God. Give thanks to the Lord our God for your presence, okay? For your presence. So let me get right on in to this subject of being soft towards wrath. Being soft. Being soft is so good. It is so good. It is so good. It is so very good. So very good. And it's so good. It causes you to have so much patience. That's what softness does. Being soft causes you to have so much patience with a lot of things. With a lot of things. People, places, and that circumstances in your life. Okay? That circumstance in your life. Life is fast paced. It is. Life is fast paced. Do you hear me out there? Life is fast paced, you all. It is. In the fast pace that it is, they call that life. They call that life. They call that life. That life that is fast paced, causing us wrath. They call that life. The life that is fast paced out there, that's fast paced, they call that life. The wrath, okay? And that is what is causing wrath. That fast-paced life is causing wrath. You don't get a chance to digest anything, but you're digesting, meaning eating of everything to get to it later. When you're dealing in wrath and not soft, not being soft. Being is either to be or not to be. That is the question. Always remember that. To be or not to be is the question you have every day. What are you being? What are you not being? You need to understand those things within yourself. It's not about the other person today. It's not about how they are being or not being. It is about how you are being or how you are not being. It's to be or not to be. And also when you are in the company of other people, you or things, a situation, you need to sit there and hold in peace for a second. Don't respond with your wrath, and always know, is this what it is to be for me, alongside me, or is it not what it is to be alongside me? What is it that I want it to be? What do I want it to be beside me? So that is your task today. Knowing what it is that you want beside you and what you want it to be. It is to be or not to be. That's the question today. Because again, when you have wrath on the inside of you, we digest everything because we are in a fast-paced world. We are in a fast-paced world, so we digesting everything all at once, only to get back to it later, and then later, and then later, till it's pushed off until the next day, which brings the day trouble. So now that next day is with the trouble that we had yesterday, which is why this is a new day, and you are to be as though it is a new day. Your being, your whole entire being has to be as though it is going into this thing blind. Your deeds have to be going into this thing blind, because then once your deed goes into this thing blind, then your mind, your soul has to agree. It has to. And then your speech has to agree. It's got to get in rotation. All right? Don't push that thing off until later, because later becomes later, and then later becomes later, and then your thinking becomes in tune with how much later has piled up upon you. Okay? How much later has piled up upon you. And that becomes the day of your wrath. And you become the children of your father, the devil. So today, I just want you to go with this word today, that when you're being soft, that pushes away wrath. The wrath that's in you and the wrath that is before you in other things. Okay? Circumstances, situations, in acts of others. All right? So go forth today, be a blessing, and give to wrath. Give to wrath a soft voice, a softening of who you really are. Because number one, although our worldly father said to us, don't be no soft boy, or our worldly mother said, don't be no soft boy or girl, and our worldly friends said, don't be soft. It wasn't that you was being soft. You was just a little timid person, and you were innocent. Now it's okay to be soft. It's okay. It's not going to harm you. What will harm you is that if you're timid without boldness, all right? Because you're going inward, 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 and you're keeping those things inward, and you only being silenced to outburst anger. That's when it becomes a situation. So it's nothing wrong with being timid, but you also have to be bold in your timidness, to where nobody can break it, no matter how much they bullying you today. All right? So go forth with a softness today. All right? Stand up, be bold, children of God. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.